everyone, this is your host Zunira Malik. Welcome to my podcast In Spotlight with Zuni, recording with Record On Studios. Today's episode is all about fashion, trends and styling because I have with me today a certified stylist, one of Doha's most esteemed image consultant and a brand storyteller. She's also best known for her exceptional work on high-profile government styling projects, including collaborations with Qatar Airways, Qatar Tourism and Qatar National Bank. Let's welcome together Natalia Sieverina. Hello, Natalia.
Hello, my dear. Thank you so much for inviting. Pleasure.
Most welcome. How are you doing today, Natalia?
Very great. Amazing to see you.
So, Natalia, I would like to start a bit from your journey.
Yes, I was the personal assistant to general manager in Grand Hyatt for 3 years. And the things changed when they canceled the dress code. So all the great things come from necessity. I believe so.
That is true. That is so true.
Unless I was pushed to change my dress code, I would probably never come so close. But then I start to think, what can I do if I need to wear every day some different outfit, but it with the certain like a normal budget. Okay, so I need to be more creative in my style. I completed one online course, second, third. I start to be really crazy about doing things online and finding my friends, styling them here and there. And then I found myself that actually my current job is no longer inspiring me, as I'm spending 60-70% of the day, to be honest, in the garden of Grand Hyatt making pictures in different poses for my Instagram account. This is when I started.
That's how you began your journey, basically.
Yes, and I was annoying insecurity here and there, and it came from the necessity to my job, because in a year I left Grand Hyatt and I started to have my own clients. Then I've been invited to work with big commercials, and here it goes. But it started all with a necessity that I needed to create a personal style every day in a different beautiful way, but with the very sophisticated budget.
Because I think that was a demand of your job as well, to present yourself in your best way in front of the customers, clients, right?
Yes, as a personal assistant to GM, I meet a lot of people on his behalf, and I meet the guest of the hotel. I need to sometimes really impress them with some kind words. I need to cover the situation on behalf of GM if he is traveling, and also meet guests in his office. So it requires a proper style. That I nailed it. I think it was good.
Wow. And by the way, you're looking lovely today, Natalia.
Thank you so much.
May I know whom are you wearing today?
Actually, this is one of my favorite suits from Massimo Dutti since 3 years, and it's been saving me big time, because I'm not only wearing it together, but break it down into different concepts. It can be separately, it can be one piece. Most important that it's linen.
Yeah.
For summer and
for this season,
Qatar,
I think it's perfect.
always.
Perfect
Thank you
choice.
so much.
So Natalia, my next question is, do you really think that appearances matter the most? They speak louder than your personality, your appearance?
I think that people they underestimated the message that they're given with the clothes. Whatever they're wearing is really speaking without them louder than any words, because you can never change the first impression. And whatever you're wearing is delivering message unconsciously to the person who is in front of you, to you. Without any words, I can say a few things about the person who in front of me by the outfit that I see. Some people like me who profession, they do it with a certain maybe purpose sometimes, that I can use this information that I see you wearing certain things against you or for my benefit. For example, if I know that you are the person who for example, I can describe your outfit today. You have a black vest, which is very structured piece, and it's showing me that you're a person of rules and you like things to be organized. The same pants, it's a plain black color, something not distract you from life, to be focused. But at the same time, you have this animal print which shows you that you're wild nature inside, and you might be sometimes emotional. So I can use it against you. How? For example, I know that you are into commitment, you are into rules, and I can manipulate with certain things about you. How come you're not serious woman? How come you're not responsible for that? You know what I mean?
Wow.
Or if we have a girl wearing like Marilyn Monroe style with the ribbons and all the sentimental small print, I can see if the man even wearing a shirt with a sentimental small polka dots or whatever details, he is the emotional person. You can trigger on that, and for that
Okay.
person you can play through, how do you feel about that, what if I hurt you somehow, what if anyone of your family will be, you can manipulate, and you can read the people without to talk to them even, and you can use this for your benefit in business, in personal things, and whatever. So if people want to control the image that they are given, they should consult people like image consultant, for we help them to create a long-lasting proper message that they can use at work, that they can use in personal life. Because, for example, some of my clients who I work with, they got improvement in career and they got promotion because we created a style within for 2 weeks what he's wearing every day to work. He look like he's promoted, and then one day it happens. One of my clients, she was a girl who didn't know how to properly dress up for a date. We created for her a wardrobe. She married in a year. I'm not saying that I am a fairy tale, but a smart message of how you dress up, it can really change many things.
Yes,
Yeah.
you're so right. Okay, then tell me more about my personality, because I'll give you something about myself. I have a basic style that I love to follow, and I have different colors and contrasts within that given style. Like bell bottoms. I love wearing bell bottoms. No matter it's in the trends, it's out of trend. I love to carry that kind of, style every day to my work, with some blazers like these, or coats or overcoats, the way you're dressed up today. If it's a meeting with some parents, or if we have a school orientation, of course I would be fully dressed up like how you are today. Otherwise, I go with my basic style. So does this define my personality as well?
Absolutely. It defines your personality, because the person who suits, you choose the job for a reason, right?
Yeah.
You like to rule people. You like to be in charge.
It's
In
a
this way
leadership
around.
role, yeah.
You like to be in charge. So if you're choosing this job, it requires a certain attire. If you are not comfortable, and this is one of the most important things, if you are not comfortable in the clothes you wear, sometimes people cannot even continue the job.
Yeah.
So if you like yourself in the mirror, if you like yourself in a suit, definitely this is your place. Because
Okay.
suit with the shoulders, it means you are bossy, you're in charge. Even if you wear vest, but still it has a very sharp line.
Yes.
It shows that you like to be in charge. It shows.
Yeah. That's great to know. That's something first time for me to hear something like that. Do you think the future holds fields like these more and more? Because now, with so much of awareness through social media, through TikToks, I believe every other person is their own stylist in a certain way. But I would really like to know from a person like you who owns the field herself, and please tell me more about an image consultant.
I think that image consultant, as any other job, it's a very serious thing. Because I always say, if you need if your tooth hurts, if you need a dentist, so you will call for dentist. If you really feel that you need a change in your wardrobe, you will call for image consultant. Because whatever the TikTok you watch, how many times you're gonna try to follow whatever AI advise you, it will help you 1-2 times, but not in the long term. Image consultant is the person who work with you as a human. It's not just a logical thing, it's a feeling involved.
With the personality,
I feel
yeah.
you, I meet you, I spend time with you. I am trying to understand you from the perspective of what personality, what kind of human you are, what kind of woman you are. And it needs much more than just a script of the few outfits that is given to you as an example. For example, we take the Michelin chef, we give him ingredients, and we take another person who have no idea how to cook. With the same ingredients, these two people will cook absolutely different dish.
Yes,
Why?
for
Because chef, within the year, within the experience, he feels, I mentioned this word again, not he know, but he feels how much salt he need to drop, how much spices, how much that, because he keep repeating this in a time. So person who did one-time video, which was inspired by someone cannot give the full proper consultation and big difference to a person who is willing to have a consultant, as it's going to be a person who saw 100 different body types within her life, who work with different needs of women and understand what in the long term they need. Yes, this TikTok will help you to solve what I need to wear. You type in AI, what I need to wear for tonight one time. It gives you example, you will buy it, but then again, this piece which you got, will it be working for you in the longer term? With an investment will make you happier that you can wear it with 5 different time, one outfit? One blazer you can wear with 5 different
styles,
different
yes,
things.
yes, so true.
it needs a proper experience. So I would say that as any job, image consulting, it needs experience and time and the proper knowledge. Depends on your purpose. If you, yeah.
So, okay, with the constant influx of fashion trends, how can an individual stay true to their own authentic style? Like without feeling pressured by what's going on around in the market, fashion and trends, how can one be true to their own style, signature style?
Okay. I like that you mentioned the word pressure. To be pressured, that means that something is annoying person, disturbing, and this feeling is more psychological. Again, in my job as a stylist, 90% is psychology and 10% is the technical skill of the stylist. So if person is worried about which impression he is making, this is the thing need to be fixed on the first place. We know there are some ladies who is wearing layers of clothes, and I don't mind any plus size thing, but there are mindful people and there are those who totally okay with what they're wearing even though it's not appropriate. So those people doesn't need advices, they're totally cool. For those people who are asking themselves how I can look appropriate, how I've been not pressured, first of all you delete the point of pressure. How? When people pressured, that means they don't have answer. Once the people know answer, so first you need to find out. This recipe is simple. Number one, you need to find out what pressuring you. Okay, I don't know how to wear the blazer, I don't know which skirt to choose. Then you figure out what is pressuring you. You solve this question. Either it's a consultant, either it's your personal journey, how you finalize it. When the pressure is gone, it's when you know what you need. Once you know what you need, you understand what is your style and what is fashion. Because fashion, it's a vegetables in the supermarket. And you don't need all of them. You see very beautiful strawberry, but it doesn't fit your recipe. You don't need it. You see, oh, amazing tomato, but not today. I don't need tomato today. When you know what you actually need in your recipe, you are more wisely and fast picking up the items that you need.
Tell us about the first thing that you notice in a person when you first meet them.
Okay, I think I would surprise you maybe, but I'm not looking into clothes first. I'm looking into nails, into makeup, into hair, the skin condition, and into the cleanness of
men
the clothes.
And women both.
Yes, absolutely. Into the way the condition of the clothes, not looking at the style but the condition of the clothes. So if the clothes is wrinkled too much, if there is too much makeup or not appropriate makeup, if the skin has a lot of spots and it's tried to be covered. So for me, those things are coming first because it's the way person love her or himself. And the love comes first. From there, it comes to everything. If you don't love yourself, how you can love anyone else or respect anyone else? So these are the first things I mentioned.
So that's a lot of things in first impression.
But it, we don't really analyze, but it's fast.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, Natalia, tell me about the mistakes to avoid if you're meeting somebody for the first time. Tips. Give us some tips on that.
Okay, mistakes. First of all, you should feel comfortable in this clothes. When you are, before leaving out your home, look in the mirror and feel, do I really feel comfortable? If you don't feel comfortable, change something in the look, because it will follow so many conflicts and mistakes in your behavior. Further, if you are not comfortable in what you are wearing, you can be not confident in front of the person. You can make a wrong impression. Second, dependent if it's an interview, for example, for a new job, don't wear bright colors unless it's required by the dress code. If you, for example, in your podcast hiring a person, for sure it might be somebody vibrant and somebody to impress you with the style, right? But if we are talking about regular job in government where you need to be discreet, right? So you better choose the colors that are more nude, more neutral, not obligatory black, but let's say navy blue or the same color that, for example, I'm wearing. It's pleasant for the person to look at you, and it's not distracting from the main person, which is you. This would be, and also look at the proportions. What I mean proportions of the person. Imagine the man wearing white pants and he is not tall. For example, the man is not tall. He is wearing white pants and black shoes. He is immediately cutting himself and making himself shorter. The same goes with the woman. If she would wear black pants and the black shoes, continuously her silhouette will be taller. But if she is wearing white shoes with the black pants, she is cutting herself.
Height,
so proportions are very important.
Very important, Also the body shapes, right? Like commonly in my society, the pear-shaped body is a lot for the ladies. So what do you suggest in that case?
The pear shape has very small waist, it's very beneficial. We need to look at the body and see what are the benefits. Each body type has its benefits. Each body type. The pear-shaped body has a benefit. It's a small waist and very wide hips. So focus on the waist. Wear this abaya over the dress, make the contrast inside. Let abaya be black, inside can be white or any other contrast color. Take a belt, cover it, and you will have a beautiful silhouette, highlighted waist, and it's appropriate and nice for whatever you go. So I would recommend that.
What if people are not interested in wearing the abayas but dressing up casually? In that case, what would you suggest?
For which occasion? I need to ask for which occasion.
Okay, for
going.
example, a party, birthday party, or a baby shower,
party.
or anything
Okay.
like that.
For birthday party, for the pear shape, you need to have. You don't need to wear a long jacket. This length, for example, like mine, was not gonna work because it's gonna eat your proportions down. So you need to have a blazer which is finishing in the waist. Again, we focus on the waist. From here, we have a beautiful skirt or the wide open pants with the wide shape, right? From the waist. And here is finishing the blazer. That's the best. If blazer doesn't finish here or you don't have short blazer, wear the belt again to highlight it. That would be the best tip. Because, yeah, that's going to look always beautiful.
Okay, do you believe in sustainable fashion, Natalia?
I believe in sustainable fashion when it comes not to the brand, but when it comes to how you choose your clothes for yourself. Because sustainable fashion, unfortunately, it's not something cheap or affordable nowadays. And I tried to buy affordable, sustainable fashion, and it didn't work with me. We had in Qatar one event, and there was few brands who make from recycling. The dresses or the tunica was made out of the recycling plastic bottles or something, and I got big respect. I thought, wow, I will buy this item and I will wear it with the respect to the universe, you know. When I wore it, I felt so hot, and it was not even summer, and I felt that all these plastic bottles are on me. And I said, like, thank you very much. I go back to my linen, to my viscose cotton, because linen, with all the respect to have, try to be sustainable. Linen is the first ever fabric which was found 7,000 BC ago in Anatolia, which is the current Turkey. So it's the first ever fabric was founded in the world. And why would people in that days wear something that not good for them? So I believe that sustainable fashion, it would be still the organic fashion that's from organic materials, and anything rest should be charged double from the government. I still don't understand how come any synthetic clothes is cheaper than the actual linen. And if you want to be sustainable, it's a lot of money. No one can not everyone, I would say, can afford Stella McCountry, who is doing this for 20 years. Well, affordable options are there, but still, when it comes to linen, it's almost double price for the regular blouse or the top.
You're right.
So it's a tricky question, because sustainable fashion is not sustainable for our pocket yet.
Okay, in terms of repeating your dresses, for example, I was once I was in a gathering and somebody said, I don't repeat my clothes. Do you think that's a healthy way of living and styling yourself? Do you believe in that quote?
Again, it depends on which occasion person needed. If she is a public person, if she is working on TV and she need to change her clothes every day. I was working with some performers, with some anchors who was asking me to help them to style their outfits. And I can say that even in this case, you can find a brooch or the scarf on your outfit can change the entire picture, because it adds the color. You put a different lipstick and it's already changing the entire look. It can change many things. So, and living in the world when we are overloaded with clothes, and now vintage is very much trendy, I would not say that repeat clothes, it's some big mistake. With the proper styling and with the help of image consultant, you can wear the same outfit 10 different times. 10 different times.
And that's how it should be. That's how this is something to support.
I think this is sustainable too.
Yes, that's called sustainable fashion as well. Yes. Let's talk about the luxury brands in Qatar. I still remember, Natalia, that when we grew up in Qatar and there was only Salam stores, and then Villaju was the first one to bring all these high-end luxury brands into Doha, visibly and physically available for us. So at that time also we just could see it around. We just got the knowledge and the awareness was there. But now it's like approachable to everyone. Do you think these brands have done some smart marketing or they have changed some strategies? Because I do know that there was time only celebrities would or diplomats would afford these brands. But now everybody can afford it.
Yeah, things are changing in the world with
Yes.
many crises that we have. Brands, luxury brands also have to go down with them expectations, and they have a very smart strategy. That's very good that you highlight that. What they do, for example, one of my favorite brands for men and for the women cosmetic, it's a Tom Ford. Tom Ford started with the accessories. He was very, very smart. Once he finished to work in Gucci, he created his own brand, and he didn't start from expensive clothes. He started from makeup and sunglasses. This is how because his blazer, it cost 20,000 real, okay?
Yeah.
When
Now,
it comes to lipstick with 200 real, you feel like, yeah, I can afford it. I can
yes.
have this color of the bag of Tom Ford. Doesn't matter the size, but I have Tom Ford. So this is the smart
Yeah.
strategy. The same Hermès, brand Hermès. Is everyone can afford Birkin? Okay, there are still in the world 10% of the people who could ever afford it before, and the same now. But the rest are dreaming about this orange bag which they can have, and hopefully, like so happily wearing it next to you proudly that they can afford it. Okay, you can have a perfume, no problem. The same orange
Yeah.
bag, more affordable, within 1,000 real, not within 50, 100,000, right, or more. So
Yeah.
brands are making step forward to be able to still sustain in this common situation. But I can tell you that the industry of the luxury brands are in big crisis now. So they're definitely finding for solution how to fix it and how to approach more people.
Yeah, and how to make it affordable for everyone, which is good, which is really good. How do one overcome their body challenges? I will give you a small example. Whenever I go and shop outside in malls and anything, I see the statues are not even a zero figure, they're even thinner than that. And everything on them looks so pretty. But when it comes to me actually, wearing it and trying it out in the stores, totally different image. So it's not that what it was on the statue, it is looking totally different on me. So why do brands do that? They should also have statues of all sizes. So
I
that
will explain you why the
Yeah.
brands do that, because
Okay.
they are counting on your emotions. You cannot get personal, rationally spend, okay, whatever the men think, but women also have rational mind.
yes.
But you cannot expect the person be rational when she sees something beautiful, and the men also can be rational when they see beautiful, right?
Yes.
Women or things. So
Yeah.
it's the thing that brands manipulating with our feelings. They put a bright color, they put a body shape that you wish to be, and then you enter the shop and you try. Hopefully you try. If you don't try, the disappointment comes to home when you try
Yeah.
in the shop. But this is the thing, we need to try clothes.
Yeah.
Emotional shopping is the trigger that the brand's trying to use over us with the beautiful vitrine and the beautiful windows. But you need to plan your shopping. You need to
Yes.
plan. Don't fall for emotional shopping. Or if you have this moment that you need a chocolate or a new dress, go try it and make a picture. I promise you, you make a picture, you step out of the shop, find the courage and power to step out, don't buy. Go to the coffee shop, sit and slide those pictures that you have. You will understand after 15 minutes you don't want it.
Yeah, that's
I
a good
swear
strategy.
you will understand. I do it myself. I'm also a woman. I do
That's
it
a
myself.
very good strategy.
I want. I come like, okay, Natalia, drink some coffee, chill. I'm like, no. So good
Yeah.
I didn't spend it.
Yeah.
You know?
See, yeah.
So you need to. And also one more tip: the more things you know about the moment you go shop, the more helpful it's for you. The less time you spend in the shop. For example, you enter any shop and I need the beige pants of high-waisted size 38. That's it. You come
That's
to the person who sells, you say, I need a beige pen, 1, 2, 3, 4. Go. The person know first of all what you want from her, and she is more likely to help you in the situation. You got the stuff out. That's why people are so surprised when they shop with me and they think, Natalia, we were thinking we will spend 4 hours and we will have headache. It's 2 hours, we done entire wardrobe. I say, yeah, because it's a planned thing.
Yeah.
You make a plan, you go for it.
So shop with the plan.
Yeah.
So even shopping needs planning nowadays. That's good. Let's talk about the challenging bodies. sizes that we have in Qatar. So not in Qatar, everywhere in the world. I'm talking about plus sizes, Natalia. Do you think Doha market lacks this kind of trends and the sizes? Because I don't see it around much.
I totally agree. I agree with you, except Riva, which is one of the shops that I totally recommend for ladies plus size. We don't have, I would say the Riva is a combination where you have trends plus fitting clothes. The other,
one of my favorite brand when it comes to modest wear especially. But yes, you're right. I do see the also Choice. I think they also do have the plus sizes.
If I go to Milan, there is a certain brands. They are only for plus size. There is a brand under Max Mara. It's called Marina, not sure about the full name, Marina something. So it's a shop of 3 floors where the creative designers working on the stylish, modesty, nice collections for the plus size to be trendy. So women of plus size, she entered there and she feel totally happy princess. In Qatar, unfortunately, most of the time she feel like she cannot find anything and women feel upset. And I always say to this client, don't be upset. Clothes is for you. It's not you for clothes. If you cannot find a certain item, there is nothing wrong with you. You're beautiful as you are. You just need either go out of Qatar, which is not everyone can afford, but still is it an option to go to Milan, or we can tailor things for you. It's going to be tailor made, and I know good brands who do couture, who do pret-a-porter clothes, and those brands can do for you a set or the like a conceptual number of the items which will be for different occasions, and you can be more than happy. Maybe the amount even you spend going to be less.
That's
so people need to consider
point,
if they cannot find, it's not the end of the world. I don't know what are the motivation of the buyers, I swear, in Qatar, but they need to consider more trendy clothes in plus size.
Because I think that's a mass here. I see around, we do have plus sizes a lot. Even someone I know, I wanted to get her a gift and I couldn't find something similar to what I wanted to give her something very chic and trendy, but honestly I was left with no choice but to give her something else. That's true. Okay, tell me about how person like me and you should invest in high-end brands in Qatar, luxury brands, before buying something, whether it's a pair of shoe or a handbag. How should we invest mindfully?
First of all, yes, mindfully, it's when you know, again, we come back to the point of the wardrobe. You know what is your lifestyle. First of all, you need to understand what are the occasions you go the most and what are the items that you wear the longest. For example, you know that you are working in the kindergarten and you need a good suit, you need a good blazer. So, and there are certain colors of the blazer that you can use multiple times. So I would recommend, for example, for in your case, as it's your statement piece, right, a blazer, to invest in this part of your wardrobe from above all of that. For example, if the woman is a mother, she is a housewife, what she need, she goes to pick up her kid, she goes for shopping, for coffee with girls, she need a comfortable shoes, and I wouldn't, like, apart from other items, I would say that she walks a lot, she run after the baby back and forth. I was there also, you also. So we know that she needs shoes. Maybe she should invest in the shoes on the first place, apart from all. But if the lady is working in the office and she's looking for the party dress with 5,000 rial, well, you better look at the suit options and maybe some nice heels, right? Instead of looking at the party dress, which is again emotional shopping. So first of all, we need to identify what our lifestyle and where we go the most, and then in those directions we should invest. But for sure, on the safe side, it would be always shoes, it would be accessories, belt, and some brooch details, earrings. Sometimes you have the most plain dress, but you have Chanel earrings or the small brooch, and what your outfit
gives you
is
a statement.
amazing.
That's
she's
beautiful.
wearing Chanel. The brooch costs maybe 500 rial, but who knows? It's a Chanel. So we need to mindfully invest in those things, and the details, it shows the person the most.
That's true. So what is the best affordable clothing brand in Qatar?
Okay, if we talk about affordable brands, we need to, I'm coming from my perspective, what I personally
according
buy.
to your perspective.
I buy. I would break it down into the segment of the items. For example, if we talk about the dresses, me personally, I go a lot. It's only one shop in Qatar. It's in the DFC called And Other Stories. So it's a compromise again between more luxury segment and going more below. It's, I would say, elevated mass market. It's I think it's a Spanish brand, yes, also. So, and Other Stories. And also Linchi. There is a brand called Linchi. It's a German brand. It's again in DFC, and they have only one branch also. They have beautiful, elegant, sophisticated, and modesty dresses, which is also important.
Okay, that's a good
I saw a lot
thing
of
to
local
know.
people there, and expats I also very recommend. If you are lost, you don't know where to get a nice dress, those two brands would be the best. If we talk about linen, comfortable clothes, if you feel that you don't need a linen suit but you want something really casual for the day, Oysho. Oysho and Riva sometimes, but Oysho more. Oysho has a lot of options of linen. If you need a more sophisticated linen items, I would say Massimo Dutti would be also good linen shorts. If anyone is searching for that classy looking linen shorts, Massimo Dutti, I saw a few of them. If speaking about prices, so the dresses would be from 5 to 700, I would say, in this average. If we talk about basic linen, it's also again started from 300 to 5. So it's not really like, it depends on what you mean affordable. And again, we come back to what you usually wear on the daily basis. If, for example, you need a good pair of shoes and it costs 3,000 rial, I always suggest break it down into how many times you're gonna wear it. If this piece is really, you need it on daily basis, 3,000 divided, even not 12 months, even in 10,
it's fine.
10 months, it's 15 rial per day.
Yes.
It's less than a coffee. Think about it, collect it in a year and buy
it.
So it makes sense. Well, if speak about jeans, for example, my favorite is Levi's, but also Zara sometimes have very good cut, proper cut. So there would be the options for shoes. Charles & Case, for sure, it saves me so many time, and my clients, if they need something sophisticated but not expensive, within 350 maximum 500 you can find there, and a good pair of shoes and the bag also. So that would be my recommendation.
That's also one of my favorite brands, Charles & Case. And by the way, I'm coming to these pointers afterwards. Tell me about the styling tips for like must-haves for a woman and a man, like something that a woman must have now.
Okay, I would say neutral colors. So nude colors. So something that you have less prints. Okay, let's go this way. When you choose clothes, try to avoid very bright prints for the regular daily thing. It can be occasional, like you have today, you have occasion for that. But in the regular daily life, to avoid prints. Why? It's very difficult to style prints with anyone else.
Anything else.
But I will give you directly another tip immediately, how to style a print. If you have multicolored shirt or top, you have, for example, like you, for example, you have yellowish, brown and black and beige. So if, for example, you made a maiden styling, so you choose one of the colors from the print and you repeat it as a separate piece. So this is one of the styling tips. If you have a multicolored dress and you don't know what to do with it, you know how to wear, choose the blazer which will repeat one of the colors from that dress, and it's going to be amazing. It's going to be breaking down this bright color and make it more calm. So this is tip number 1.
For men?
For men, I would give a tip if you go to, and this thing I'm working on my current video about what to wear to opera house. Men should wear socks. I swear. Like when you go to the evening event, please wear socks. All these fashion trends that you wear loafers and the shorter pants, it's all cool, but not always appropriate for the fashion field. And when you see a man with the bare skin under the, like, okay, women sometimes use wax, but the men don't. So please, I would really recommend look at the proportions. Also very important to look at your proportions. If you are a big guy and you're trying to fit in the this shirt and you push it down and it goes up and you push it down, so choose the bigger size. Choose the bigger size, but you're gonna look appropriate, and the most important, feel comfortable what you wear. It doesn't distract you. Clothes doesn't have to be a fetish. It doesn't have to be something we are so concerned about. You are the person in clothes. and you have to shine with the help of clothes, not the opposite.
Yes, I think that's the mindset. And even the youngsters nowadays, they also think that wearing this brand would give me the style. No, it's you first, then comes your clothing, your style, and your brands that you're wearing. So
if you pay attention to Zoomer generation, which is my son also, they like neutral colors.
yeah.
They really, either they choose black, which is the most safe. A black hoodie, halas, I'm ready to go. But my son is choosing mostly either beige, white, or black colors. And the Zoomers now are very fashionable. I'm really looking at them. I'm looking at the cafeteria sometimes, like in the mall, I'm sitting and I'm enjoying looking at the teenage girls, and I'm learning from them, I swear. I like what they're wearing. So cool.
Yes. I think they're more aware now. The generation now is more aware than what we were when we were in their ages. Yeah.
Agree.
Tell me about the best outlet for your everyday shop.
Best outlet.
Yes, that you can go every other day and shop something from there.
I would say my favorite mall is still DFC. Whatever the new malls open, I can find in DFC absolutely different kind of budget-wise, style-wise, and there are some brands again which is not repeated in other stores, even though it's a little bit far location. But for me, I'm not sure if it's called outlet, but for me that spot, DFC, is the best from all.
That's right. Even for us, DFC is one shop spot, like we can go any day. Yeah, one destination for everything, whatever you are looking for. Okay, best local abaya brand that you would highly recommend to all the viewers.
I love linen, and there is a brand called Lin. And this
okay.
brand are locally done, and they're expanding now, as I see from them Instagram in the Middle East. But years ago, I chose them because they had very sophisticated fabric. It looks like a rock. It was a linen inside, and outside it looked like a rock of stones. They have amazing styles, and the girls are so talented. I know it's two girls in charge of the brand, and I even used them in one of the commercials I style before for I don't remember, for the big company in Qatar. So this brand Lean, very much recommended.
Okay, tell us about the best local jewelry brand that you would recommend.
I would say it's Hayrat.
Okay.
It's an amazing jewelry. It's inspired by the fossils of Qatar. It's like old forms of whatever was in the land before, and the talented designer, she took it and she inspired with it. And I think she's super creative and talented. I love it. I did even a number of stories 2 years ago during Ramadan when I include her 30 years of Ramadan, 30 local brands. So she was one of the stories, and it can be...
Oh, you did a series like that?
I did a series like that. I was very inspired to feel how the local people feel during Ramadan, what they feel. I also fast in that time, and I want to have the full experience. And I decided to give my tribute to all local brands. So it was 30 days, and each day I did different story. Either it's jewelry or handbag or even shoes. We have so many talented designers in Qatar. But my favorite jewelry brand is Hayrat.
Okay, what about men wear brands that you would recommend men to shop from there?
I would say Massimo Dutti. And recently, I think in city center they opened called The Brand. It's exactly called like the Brand. They have a lot of shirts.
The Brand?
Yes, The Brand. So just brand. And it's a brand for men. I think it's Turkish. Very successful. And you can find there a lot of chinos. Chinos, it's a type of man pants. Chinos, blazers, shirts, even all the items. So
other than that, Natalia, would you like to recommend some brands that you feel like underrated? People should buy from these brands more, but people are not actually aware of it. Do you know any kind of
underrated brands? I think I mentioned it already, those Linchi, that it's on the second floor of DFC and people don't even know it. To go there, you can from H&M up, and there is a line of very amazing shops. So there is Linchi brand, there is COS. I think underestimated brand is COS. It's also a Spanish brand, and exactly for example, for plus size men, I would recommend to buy shirts there and t-shirts. They have a very good structure, very good silhouette for the t-shirts.
Okay.
And for the ladies, modesty style, La Merge. I don't know if you heard about La
Yes,
Merge.
I've been to
La
the
Merge,
shop. Yeah.
it's also they located again on
Yes.
the upper store.
Second, I think second
level, second or
floor.
first floor, but upper level, which is
Yes.
not the main level.
Yeah.
And La Merge, it's also amazing brand. Since I remember myself 11 years, I met, it's also two ladies, I think one Palestinian, one Egyptian, not sure. I met them before, talented girls, and now I see they have in DFC also a branch. So that would be my recommendation.
Wow, that's nice to know. According to you, Natalia, your favorite fashion influencer in Qatar?
My fashion
Or blogger?
influencer.
Yeah.
I would say Elmira World. She's my favorite, and she's one of the first also I met many years ago. She gave me so many guidelines. She supported me a lot, and she's still true to herself. You know, within a time, you feel that some people use it only as a trend and they drop. Some people leave Qatar, but she's so true to herself.
Yes.
She's still supporting women. She's into true things, and her style is also sophisticated, amazing, and she's in a great shape. So she is motivation for me, admiration in any. And definitely as a modesty blogger, I really respect you and I love your style too.
Thank you so much.
You are big time motivation for many ladies, and bravo to your style.
Thank you.
No wonder that I mentioned you.
Yes. By the way, that was the day I came to know more about you, Natalia, when you tagged me one day in one of the most good-looking hijabi bloggers, you know. So it was like really an honor for me that, I was amongst them. Other than me, who do you think is really good fashion blogger when it comes to modest wearing?
I think that Eslima is really inspiring from the modesty bloggers. She also had a great journey in Qatar, and she is very delicate, and she is into nudes. I know that most of her style are nude colors, and it looks so amazing.
Yes, most of the time she's wearing pastels or nudes,
pastels. So it's very close to my style and my colors. And she is such a great, amazing, inspiring person, like true soul. I'm so happy for her that she's still happy in Qatar. She, I would say, one of the most inspiring person in hijabi fashion.
Yes, in hijab fashion. Natalia, like every one of us have some kind of idol personalities and inspiration in our lives. I would really like to know who is your inspiration, who has been your idol personality throughout your life that inspired you the most.
Well, I would say that in the international scale, it would be Madonna. It would be definitely Scarlett Johansson.
You love their style.
Yeah, I love them style, and I think we have some similar things, even in the nose. And if it comes to the local people, so I would say that it's really made a great impact on me, Amal Amin. Amal Amin, this personality.
Amal Amin, yes.
I swear, when she cut her hair, within some time I did so. It was like 6 years ago. Now she's growing. I'm not saying I'm copying her, but it's kind of naturally coming that I grow in my hair too. And she is such a motivational person in terms of her style, which is elegant and so perfect. In terms of her personality as a strong, empowering woman.
Yes,
everything
very
she does,
strong personality.
You know, sometimes it's enough for me to watch a couple of her stories and I'm ready to go. So it works so.
And also for me, like, it's Sheikh Hamoza's style, beautifully dressed all the time, and the way she carries her turban, hijab, always exceptional.
Sheikh Hamoza, it's like another story. It's
yes. He's
amazing level. Amazing.
I think everybody loves her style. In fact, I was going through on internet about a story about her styling and fashion. You know, she's creating buzz throughout the world with her style image.
Sheikh Hamoza is the one who made turban trendy again.
Trendy, yes. She's the one introducing the concept of turban amongst Arab women. She
make it again modern and very, very trendy. And the way she carries the all international brands with the touch of the local respect,
Arab style,
Arabic style, and
her
modesty.
culture is always there. That's amazing. That's amazing. Thank you so much for being on the podcast, Natalia. I really had great insights of fashion, styling, and image consultancy, and how important this is in your life. And really great to have you here with me.
Thank you so much. It's a great pleasure and honor that you choose me to deliver this information. It means a lot. Thank you.
Most welcome. Before I leave you, Natalia, I would like you to say something informative or a great message for the audience watching us right now. And that's your camera there.
Be true to yourself. Love yourself. And be in style. This is the only way to be in style, when you're true to yourself.
Your worth isn't defined by the brands that you wear. It is shown by the personality you carry and the kind of person you are. Nobody's going to remember what you wear, what brands you were carrying. After you're gone from this life, you're gone from the world, everybody would remember how you treated them and how you were as a person in your life. So that's a very important information. Everybody should be mindful of how they are living their life. With this note, take a lot of care of yourself. I'll see you soon in my next episode. Take care. Goodbye.